Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War. I'm DisturbingPuppet. We are continuing our campaign here playing as the Eldar. So, yeah, as you can see by all the yellow on the map, we're doing pretty well. We have advanced over, we've run into the Adeptus Mechanicus and the Tau, who are both the last factions left because we already killed off the Marines down over here. So, Adeptus Mechanicus down here, Tau seem to be up this direction. Looked like they were already fighting each other when we showed up, and we've kind of bullied them out of this narrow path where they were fighting, although they could still be fighting out this way somewhere. Definitely a big city down here. We're kind of keeping an eye on it in this general direction with a few units. I'm going to send a couple tanks down there probably to cover. We do have some units that are beat up here that we were fighting with. I'd like to get them to recover, and then we could maybe make a push down with them while we are stalling for a bit here to heal up. But we do have more reinforcements coming, including our Avatar. So maybe my Autarch, who's been leading the charge, will kind of hang out for a bit before the Avatar takes over. Now, I do have some items I would like to pick up for both of them. Both of them could use with increased melee attack and maybe a blade that gives you some lifesteal when you kill stuff. That would be super effective for both of them, but it's really, really pricey. I do need to build up a ton of influence to do that. So I probably will do that as a priority before I would build a what's the other character that I got? A Warlock. So I did research Warlocks, but I feel like giving the existing characters better weapons is better than getting a Warlock. The Warlocks can teleport, and they can do like a flame attack, and that's about it. So I feel like my existing guys are way better. Anyway, we advanced up. We've now kind of taken this position to hold it and recover. We're kind of sneaking some guys through into the ruins up this direction where the Tau are, and then down here our tanks just destroyed a city that was here, so we'll grab some things and go from there. Do like the Dark Reapers that are new for this. I did pick up some DLCs before I started playing this, so I did have access to them as well. Definitely cool. I like the Dark Reapers quite a bit. Alright, let's see what we got. That's not a lot. Like one little dude coming out to like look around. We will hang out here. Thank you. So we're staying here to recover our health. You're recovering health. You're recovering health. Biker's good. Like, we could send you in. But I could also, like, just go steal that. We could jink before going in, because the city's going to light us up. Might be another city out that way. I can't tell for sure. Let's bring the artillery up. Just so we're ready to shoot anything. Yeah, I don't know if I want to send the bikers in. They're just so fragile. Let's hang back a bit. Let our tank and Avatar get up in this general area. So here we are a bit beat up. Let's go steal that. Then I would like you to start repairing. You go steal this. And start repairing. I'm expecting we would see something. We do have an indication of something down here. It could be a city. There is a bit more space out here. There's definitely something there. They're almost back to full health. We could then swap you out. We're just recovering for the moment here. Let's go take a little look. Okay, not seeing anything. Yeah, we're just going to sit tight where we're at. So here we're taking some observatory positions. We're hiding in the woods, keeping an eye on this open plain, and then watching in this area as well. And every time we've got a scan up, I'm doing it just to check the woods here, make sure nothing's creeping up on us. Tank coming down to help out. If we get a couple tanks here, we could maybe make a push in that direction. And we've got more guys slowly making it to the front as well, because I just didn't want to spend the resources to have them teleport up. Yeah, let's send you down as well to the southern front. Okay, so we got a tank, build made out of the tank. We're working on increasing population, fine. Up here we've got Dark Reapers coming, we got a tank coming. Oh, the Warlocks aren't... I thought that they were characters. They're not, actually. They're just a basic infantry unit. Huh, okay, that's different than I expected. Energy upkeep. The flyers, we're researching flyer building, so I think I'd rather have flyers than some warlocks. But the question would be, would I rather have Dark Reapers than warlocks? That's a different question. Population-wise, we are good. 6 turns we'll have more population. We're getting a lot of ore coming in. We could get some more power to prep for vehicles. I don't know where I'm going to build the aircraft. That's the other thing. If I were to grab a tile, do I have any production bonuses anywhere? No. Do I have a junk tile anywhere? Kinda? I mean, even the junk is like 20% power, but I have a lot of 20% powers. So maybe we'll just grab a tile that we can build aircraft on. The food I might need, so we'll pick one of these two. It doesn't really matter, they're the same. So yeah, we'll just grab you, and we'll plan on building aircraft there once that's good to go. Alright, yeah, I didn't realize the warlocks were basic infantry. Yeah, he can't see us here in the ruins, so he's a bit nervous about what to do. We are recovering quickly because I do have the Zodhai Jerkin on him. So we're recovering, you're recovering. There's something there. I'm gonna just go up here. Don't see anything. Recaf leaf. You guys are back to full, so I'm gonna swap you two out. Because we're gonna recover way faster in territory that I control, rather than just out in the woods. Down over here, we're gonna wait for the tanks. Do we want to come in? We could use the wireweed here as a way to advance on the tank, or on the city with the tanks. So let's do that. Should have a scout up. Let's just scout just to check. Alright, yeah, we're clear. Continue advancing. Alright, everybody is healthy, and we can make a move. But a lot of us are not healthy. The city is a bit of an issue. That's probably another city there. I can shoot there. I'm surprised because the ruins are in the way. Sure. A couple warning shots as general direction. Wake him up. I can get there? Really? That's of interest. We could start hitting the city. Let's do that. City shouldn't hit me too bad, I don't think. Five? I mean, it's not nothing. Go steal that. Let's do a scout. Okay, looking clear. We're going to sit tight with you guys. My avatar is going to come charging through here, ready to go eat somebody alive. That's it, I guess. We don't have a huge army, actually, so that's kind of an issue. Next turn, we'll have the research. I might just wait to build anything so we have the aircraft and start building aircraft. God, loyalty's gone down again. As the population goes up, we keep having problems with loyalty. I've got 2 loyalty buildings already, but we're still negative. And as we go higher in population, it's just going to get worse. Let's wait. Keep building units. Don't build anything in the city till next turn. We'll get the aircraft coming. I think that is the play. All right, building that produces aircraft as well as generates energy at research and influence, so all that's nice. Raised high above the ground, this coiled webway opening enables Aeldari aircraft to travel straight from the Immaterium to Gladius Prime, whilst having a slower transition of air pressure, composition, and lower local gravity compared to the unearthly forms present in the twisted space between the stars. Very nice. So for research, I do like the Wraith Blades. They are good, but I don't know that it's necessarily worth it. Warwalkers were also pretty good. This would allow our tanks to move through cover. Increased armor penetration for heavy weapons, that's pretty good. Increased production output of our aircraft, that's good. I'm going to take armor penetration for heavy weapons because we are kind of hitting a bunch of cities at this point. So we're attacking massively armored facilities and things, so that will help us a bit. Are you back to full health already? You are. Look at that. We can go rampaging around. Before I forget... Oh, we got some more Reapers. Let's start working on the aircraft. How long is that going to take? 7 turns. I guess I could make a Warlock just because. They do have a high energy upkeep, which is a bit pricey, and I do need to research their ability that actually like burns infantry out. So I'm not sure they're that great, but I mean teleporting and stuff would be cool. I'll make one just for fun, just to check them out, I guess. Go back to our units. I think we're going to teleport out. You're still pretty far away. Could teleport here to move with this force, though. That's of interest. Let's do that. So my other tank, still quite a ways behind. At least we can just kind of hover over the wire lead, so it's not too much of an issue. This group, we're trying to recover. You're sort of looking around. Let's go steal this. Don't have good vision here, but we're not seeing anything. So maybe we wiped them out and they just have this one city that's left for the Mechanicus. That's also forest. Let's advance up. All right. I think you guys aren't ready. You're definitely... No, you are ready. Okay, you're at 9. Well, we could go ahead and jump in. We do have a target and a city, so I'm going to go ahead and do the accuracy bonus. Then I'm going to just jump in like a maniac. Suck some Overwatch shots. Is that connected? That might be like one huge city there. I don't know. That population, like, the health isn't that high if it's that huge. Maybe it's just weirdly spread out. Oh, I can just kill you without even doing anything. Alright. Just die. Avatar, let's just run on up here. This little baby city. Start beating on it. With the fire dragons here, we can probably just nuke this. in one turn. You can't reach artillery. There we go. Alright, let's go steal this. Don't have a scout, so I don't know for sure if anything else is hanging out. You guys are fine. It's like I don't have a shot there. How far? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a little too far. I don't remember if the Tau cities have a 3 range or a 2 range with their defenses. They do have a 3. Okay. Now, I could just run in and start shooting the city. Like, that's something we can do. It's tempting. Like, we're going to get absolutely hammered as a result. And we're kicking the ant's nest here, so if anything's around, it's probably going to come out after them. But that's just a ton of damage to throw out there. What else do we got? We're going to stay there. Oh, they got a tank. Actually, I think that's the anti-aircraft. Is it the basic tank? We've got an ethereal as well. We can go eat the ethereal, probably. Might have multiple different ways to do it, too. I'm going to send the Avatar right on in there. Okay, it's a separate city. They're just sort of, like, touching. So we do get zapped a bit. So we can just one-shot the ethereal. Excellent. Do that. Where are your gods now? Just eating them alive. Yeah, we'll take this. Destroy your drones. I'm gonna get shot. I do have some cover, though. We pretty much lost all we had before. Characters are super tough, though. We can do a lot of damage. I would like you to repair. You are gonna come on up and hit that vehicle. Can't get you in. We'll just hide in the woods for the moment. Don't think we're going to do much, but it's better than nothing. Alright, we could engage the city. We could move up and hit the vehicle. I'd rather hit the vehicle, honestly. But it does make them a big target to the city, being standing out in the open there like that. Almost killing the vehicle here with the attack, though. So I think that's worth it. Too bad I don't have anything else I can do to finish it off. Alright, you're recovering. We've got so many guys recovering. We might as well take a turn just to top up our health here while everyone else is hanging out. We do get shot from here, so let's not do that. I could make a move in, but we want to wait for our other tank, so we can get in position either one, so we want the other tank over here first before we do that. You guys, for the moment, let's just move up one. We'll send you down the same path, I guess. And we've got a tank here as well. Yeah, I don't want to use too much influence, but I can. It's 20 to send someone through a gate. I'm getting 34 turn, though, so it's not awful. Let's have you just transit out this way. Alright, main city. Another tank, please. Down here, another tank, please. 4 turns we'll have population. We have the room for the population growth now. I've got room for food, room for power, room for ore, if we want to do that. We could do aircraft, but I think having this just be a dedicated, because we've got 2 of the ingresses, so we're building vehicles here faster. I think having this being the dedicated vehicle production makes sense. We are going to need more power once the aircraft come online, because usually they require a bunch of power up front and then power upkeep. We've got a huge amount banked, so we're good for a bit. Ore is slowing down because we're spending so much. We're paying out 45 a turn just to upkeep our units. So I might want to just keep stacking up ore. Let's do that. Yeah, too bad I couldn't kill these guys off, but they're probably just going to run away. Yep, and they go for the Dark Reapers and kill us. Oh! They did come creeping out, checking things out. No, they immediately got repaired there. Well, we might have a push going on from the south. You definitely need to fall back. I can't get you in, that's too bad. Just go there for now. Alright, tank is good to go. I'm going to go ahead and pull up and we'll see what we can see. Oh, we've got another city right here. Is that the same? Yeah, just the other side. It must be just a massive city. You're just guardians, so you're not really, like, ideal at fighting this stuff over here. Let's try sneaking in through the ruins. I see something here. I'm going to move. Yeah, if I can just take all their separate independent stuff that's away from the city away from them. This could be a separate city. Then we'll just kind of weaken them that way. Not quite there yet with our other tank. There's got to be a healer, like, right there. If I can outright kill them, they can't repair. Gonna move up. Yeah, there you are. Got a transport. I don't think there's anything in it. I don't know for sure that I can see if there's stuff inside transports or not. I could move up and plasma it or shoot it. I guess we will. So we're going to do 8.9. If we plasma grenade it, 5. Yeah, just shoot it. Can't get you in. We could go for attacks on him, though. Although we're not going to be on the same level. We'll be at a height difference, so we're not going to do as much damage. So I might want to just kind of get ready to launch an attack that direction. Because we got vision or stuff coming out, I just want to check. Let's creep up here a bit. Do I have? I've got somebody else in the back here. We've got another tank going that way. I think that's it. Right? Yeah, for stuff head in that direction. Alright, you are a fairly new tank. We already moved you. Still recovering. Still recovering. Could pull our tank down, but I think we'll need it up here. Alright, we have any abilities already? No, just the increased attacks. So I could go for the city. We could go chop something else up. I don't know that I want to stand out in the open here, but we might not have a huge amount of choice. Just wipe them. Avatar, let's just kind of run on in and see what we can see. Not much. If I can get out... Nah, I can't get out of range because it's got a 3 range here. So they've got kind of overlapping fire between the two cities, which is smart on their part in a way, if they've got good resources here. I will run out just so we can wipe you out. I can survive the hits. Even if they both target him, we can survive. I will pull you up into the city where you've got some cover. This can't be it for their cities, right? Just these two? Like, it's possible, I guess, but feels wrong. Move on up where I can get shots on the city. You're recovering. You guys, let's pull back and recover our health. Having to cycle guys in and out of fights so much that we're not really making a huge amount of progress. My characters are kind of holding ground while everyone else cycles, and then the tanks are doing a lot of the heavy lifting for us here. Hey, you took it back, and then you died. Good job. That was it, right? Yeah, just the two cities. Nothing else happened. I'm going to go to this front for a moment. Let's steal this back. Well, not back, but away from them. That is probably inside the city. Be in the ruins and see what we can see. So we're in the ruins, so we're hidden. So a little baby city over here. I don't know that I want to engage with that. This has got to be the main city. Can't see you from here. That's too bad. Let me get shot here, but do more damage from a range of 2 rather than a range of 3. Go for their healer. Love to kill this guy off. Fortunately, you don't have a shot. I mean, we could send in the Guardians. We've got you too. I'm gonna jink just in case. And let's just run on in. We'll do a scout and then do an attack. Well, nothing else shot me. That's a good sign. Yeah, big city here. Guardians. Die. That was a horrifying noise he just made. So yeah, just a transport is all we can see. I could go hit the transport as well, because the city's already shot. I don't know if I can kill it. I'm not going to jink just to do more damage. Nice. Yeah, I feel like that's got to be their capital. Yeah, I think the Adeptus Mechanicus were doing well, and they were pushing all the way up to here, fighting the Tau. But then we showed up and just kicked the crap out of both of their armies, and then just eaten everything. So what do I have left? Do I want to engage this city? I mean, I can. I think we wait for both tanks. Just kind of look around. Keep stealing the stuff away from them. Alright, on this front, let's give everybody an accuracy boost. Okay, maybe not everybody, but a few people, so an accuracy boost. Do I want to attack stuff? Your health is quite high. Yeah, so this is more the main your city. Maybe we focus on this one. Oh, something down there. That's a builder drone, I think. So that builds cities, does repairs, that kind of stuff for them. I probably should have done this first and moved in and taken out the drones. We could have attacked the city. Nope, can't do it. Not enough damage. Alright. Fine, hit the city. Take this back. Although, again, Eldar taking over altars to Khorne seems kind of weird to me. Take out the drone. Go in the city for some protection. Well, I've got haywire grenades too. Kane's Might, 19.5. The haywire is 28.7. Well, haywire grenade you. Shoot it. Yeah, they must have some kind of deflection or something. We are taking a little bit of damage when we attack the city. But we can take it. Fall back into here to recover our health loss. Okay, this tank, we're moving in. Apparently our cities are all busy, so that's it. So yeah, making a push here on everybody. At least they're separating their fire this time. Okay, we got pretty wrecked, so get out of there. Plan on you just healing up. That is fine. Kind of slow getting through here. Come up and around is probably faster. Make sure we're on our lance, yeah. We'll just go from there on top of the cliff. It's fine. Just stay there and shoot. I hope you guys will survive. We'll throw you into the city for a minute here. 10.6, plasma grenades, 6, so yeah, just shoot. Do the same here. I'm not sure who the city will target as a priority, as their morale completely collapses. Take that. Could take the ruin position here and shoot. From a 2-tile away, we can do a decent amount of damage. It's a nice distraction. We'll do that, I guess. Why didn't you shoot me? I don't know why you didn't shoot me. Confused. Yeah, he's got an action left, so we have to be careful here. I'm going to sneak around. Yeah, we're not seeing anything, which is odd. Okay, we've got Reapers ready to go. I feel like the Mechanicus are on their deathbed, whereas the Tau are at least doing some fighting back. You're good to go. Just tons of stuff headed their direction. I don't think they're going to hold much longer the way this is going. I did get beat up here a bit, though. But if we can destroy the city, we'll be in good shape. And I can attack and then move afterwards, so that's always a way to deal with problems. Or, you know, my avatar can just come down here and one-shot the city. Without even really having any increased attack gear or anything. I am now standing out in the open. We do get a level up. Accuracy. Excellent. I'm going to steal this and try to recover my health. I don't think there's anything down here. There's a bunch of wireweed cutting them off. Like, this might be their only city, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do have another one, because there's still a little bit of the map up there. Might as well attack it. I am a little dinged up. Might have to cycle some of the tanks out here in a bit. Probably it's going to shoot me again. But we can shoot and move. Just back off out of range. Okay, we could look around and scout. I mean, maybe this is it for the Tau. Got fire dragons coming. The fire dragons will just wreck stuff super quick. Another tank. Okay, so we got the ore. I'm a little bit over population. That'll be fine in one turn. Give me another tank. And then we could grab a tile, I guess, just to do something, or we could just sit tight. Is there anywhere I want? There are some production bonuses, which could be of interest. Grab this and clear the wireweed off it. Yeah, let's do that. They're probably going to get wrecked, but we'll see. If there's any forces left, they're probably up here with the Tau. Or they can just make a few things at the last minute. Desperately trying to hold on. I don't even have my Engine of All yet, which is going to increase arm penetration of every weapons. There we go. Whilst humanity's plasma weaponry is often fatal to its users, the elegant Eldari equivalents harbor no such threats. And now a chance discovery on Gladius Prime surface has allowed the Bone Singers and Exarchs to further improve their focus. We don't even have that much, like, high tech. We're only at tier 8. What do we want? So probably the default thing is the Crimson Hunters. We can increase accuracy, production output for aircraft. Moving through cover. The War Walkers are pretty good. What else do we have? Temporarily increase armor against enemy ranged weapons. Increased accuracy on a cooldown. We are making a Warlock, so I guess I'll do the Warlock Cleansing Flame ability just because. So I don't think we're in any risk of losing, so we might as well just do some little side stuff. I still don't have a huge amount of research. I feel like research has been left behind. I can make another city, and we do have a forward operating position. Somewhere. Not there. Here. So we've got influence and research in this area, so this wouldn't be a terrible spot at all to just go ahead and make another city. How much would it cost me? It's 120 and 120. That's doable at the moment, honestly. But it is going to tank my loyalty everywhere because we're going to have a third city and population increase. And it would take me a while to get it up and running. I don't think the game's going to last long enough for that to matter, so I'm just not going to bother, I think. Alright, up here, you must have hit the Guardians. Fine. We are on the Lance, right? Yeah. Not doing that much damage, actually. Okay, you guys are pretty beat. We probably want you out of this position, so run away. Oh, I guess I could have attacked first. I keep forgetting. Eldar, I can do that with most of my units. Not all of them, but most of my units. Cycle you guys in. Same thing. More damage with the Shuriken catapults, surprisingly, than the grenades. I mean, I guess these guys are only doing 10, so it's about equal on the other city. Just go straight through. You're healing up, fine. Got another tank coming. Did I make something up here? No. Okay. We are healing. Oh, I can buy stuff too. I didn't even realize. I think I'd like something more for my avatar, but so what do we have? We've got armor and the health. Definitely could use something to increase my close combat damage or give me health back when I kill stuff. So that is the Dusk Blade. 160. 20% lifesteal. That is very cool. I'm going to take it, I think. Won't be in effect till next turn, but if we can kill some stuff, we can definitely get some use out of it. Not doing much to the drones there. They're inside cover and stuff, that's probably why. To take a good amount of damage on that fire prism. We just prioritize hitting the city. So we've already beat it up a bit. 27 damage, it's just crazy. I don't even have anything increasing his close combat damage. The Avatar is just amazing. $20 more damage from the fire dragons. I just ignore the drones and stuff. No, I don't think I can kill the city if we just ignore them. Well, then again. 12 more. Maybe we can. So I've got the bikers too. They can make it over. It's crazy good. They're such glass cannons, though. Bye-bye, city. Is that it for the Tau? Yes, it is! Like stamping on a pet and killing the Tau. So simple, so dull their minds, so young their civilization. But they may yet inherit us, given how rapid their expansion. Already we feel the threat of their potential emerging in the warp. Which is interesting because, so, God, what was the book? There's a book that they put out, what is it, Xenobiologus or Xenology, something like that, which kind of implied that the Tau were being made, were actually, like, created as an experiment by the Eldar. We wipe out the gun drones? Yeah, wipe out the drones. Well, I feel like there isn't a whole lot left to do here. We're kind of getting close to time for today, but we just wiped out the Tau, and we're attacking the last two cities of the Adeptus Mechanicus. So you might as well start wandering down that direction. Have we not done anything over here yet? I thought I did. Yeah, you guys took actions. You attacked. Oh, just whether I want to bail or not. Yeah, I mean, I can be irritating and just retreat out of range. Come in, attack, retreat out of range over and over again. I do like the Craftworld Aeldar a lot. I do like the Drakari are also pretty cool in this game too. So this is the second time I played as the Eldar, but I do have some additional units and stuff. What did we make? Did we get the Warlocks? We did get the Warlocks. Let's take a look at the Warlocks. I am working on better stuff for you. At the moment, you can teleport, does cost me influence, and we can get extra melee damage. You have Shuriken pistols, but mainly Singing Spears, and Singing Spears in close combat or at range, just depending. Armor penetration is not great, nor is damage. Like they're mainly here to do like their flame ability, which probably cost me influence too. Interesting looking, but ultimately I don't think they're that cool. or interesting as a unit. When I have better options at this point, why would I necessarily use the Warlocks? But I mean, it's something. I think they were a DLC unit too, but I don't really think that they're that good, honestly. How about we use the webway? We pop out down here. Don't have my cool ability for you yet, but we'll kind of wander up in this area. I'm assuming you aren't very tough either. Yeah, 1 armor, 10 health. So yeah, like this city could just wipe them in one shot, probably, if we were at 0 range. Well, we're just going to keep hitting cities. Strike Invictus. Welcome to Strike Invictus. This one we could probably take out this turn. Especially since we can run on in here. I will do a quick scout because I can. Just to see if anything's hiding in the city. That's a no. Guys, recover your health. You're too beat up to do anything. We can take a shot from there, surprisingly. It's not going to be very effective. I could have actually used it to boost the forward fire prism in this case, rather. That probably would have been better, because something we can do. But I don't really do much with the fire prisms. I don't think I had very many when I played my last campaign. I had tons of wave serpents, not many fire prisms. But you can use one fire prism to buff another, but you lose the attack. So it kind of felt like, why not just attack with them? But in this case, where I'm attacking for less effect from distant range, it does kind of make sense. Guardians get the kill, alright. Bunch of leveling. Now, teleport. Teleport there. What? No, teleport there. Oh, it's an action. But I didn't use their action. Did using the webway gate, does that cost an action? Am I crazy? Or does it just take effect later? I would assume it's instant, but yeah, weird. Weird. Because I don't think I used their action, but maybe using the webway gate burns an action. I am unsure now. Well, we could just take it with you guys then. Fine. Yeah, normally I'd be ending about now, but the way things are going, I think we'll just kind of extend it out and just crush the last resistance on Gladius. This has been another weird map. I've had a bunch recently with just massive amounts of water in sections. And I don't know why, but that seems to be kind of a recurring thing. Look at you trying to get away. Gonna punch it, run out. Oh, enslavers. I hate enslavers, and I can't even attack you. That's disappointing. Can't get close enough for you either. So let's just destroy this thing. Just one-shot it. Yeah, nice little melty gun you got. The Avatar cares not. Okay, I do want to go after the enslavers, but we can't get there, so we'll just grab resources, I guess. For now, plan on recovering. I don't know if the enslavers can take over bikes. I think they still count as infantry, so probably they can. Just moving everybody up so we can just wreck the enslavers. You're still recovering. You're still recovering. Still a little bit of map here we haven't checked out. We haven't gotten to the coast here either. Who's left? And we can't make it. So we'll hide in the woods. Try to ambush them. And we've got another tank. Okay, let's clear our wireweed. In our other city, 2 turns for aircraft. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get aircraft to this campaign. I can just build infantry and that's it. Yeah, I like the Dark Reapers a lot. They're actually really cool. I've enjoyed using them in the campaign. I do recommend them. Warlocks I'm a bit more iffy on, but the Dark Reapers definitely worth it. Almost killed them. Alright, my war against the enslavers will continue here. Hate enslavers. Eat Melt-A-Gun. Can't see. I can see from there, though. Not a kill. Okay, I can see from there. That's about it, because we've got the opening, then the forest. That'll do it. Excellent. I'm willing to pour massive resources into killing enslavers. Totally worth it. Do a scout just to look around. Okay, you're gonna heal. You heal. Avatar heals. It's actually taking a lot, 39 of 50. It's hard to hurt characters, and he's got just a ton of health. Oh, we're like suddenly back to full health here. Just gonna go creeping around. I see nothing. We'll wait to jump next turn. We can jump over this stuff. I could jump now, but yeah, there's no point. A lot of guys are covering. Let's see, that's ruins, and we can shoot from there. Excellent. Yeah, the more 3-range things I have, the happier I generally am playing this game. Yeah, we're just tanking this and surviving. City keeps hitting the same tank over and over again. It's just not enough. Eventually we would have to pull them out, but as it is, we're doing quite well. You guys recover. Too far. Have you move in where we're going to recover faster, although it shouldn't really matter for the campaign. And these guys, yeah, I can't really do much with them against a city, so they're just sort of going to hang out and not really do anything. Like, they could go in and hit it once, and then they just get nuked. That's all that would happen. Good damage. Yeah, I mean, these guys, if they're at full health, doing more damage than a tank, but they're just so fragile. Not in range. Got another tank coming. Yeah, this has been the Fire Prism campaign. My last one, I built a ton of walkers and relied on them a lot more. Walkers and yeah, probably I had more walkers than anything else. I didn't really have and wave serpents transports, which do have some guns on them and can do some cool stuff. But yeah, I didn't have this many fire prisms in my initial campaign playing as the Aeldari, Craftworld Eldar. Loyalty is crap again. So we could just get a loyalty building. We do have some production bonuses here. Power there. Production there. I mean, it's 10% everywhere. It doesn't matter too much. Just because we'll throw loyalty out. It's not even going to get built before the end. With just this last city to fight. I'm going for the weakest target, as usual. Cleansing Flame. So it grants Warlock's ability to blast adjacent foes with white-hot psychic flame. The Psyker harnesses the very fire in his soul, creating a wall of white-hot psychic flame that blasts forth and purges his foes from the battlefield. Alright. There's nothing really that exciting. So eventually, the Wraith Knights are very good as well. As I did the campaign, and in the campaign in my last one, you just get invaded over and over and over again. Just the invasions are massive. So I had Wraith Knights. I even had a couple Scorpions, the super heavy tanks, and like I was barely holding on. It was ridiculous. I did end up winning, but it was just insane. Like how much chaos crap just got spawned by doing the campaign. It was just frustrating. So it's easier just to kill everybody off. I'll do War Walkers just because I don't think we're going to get there. Probably this turn we're just going to wipe this thing out and that'll be it. Yeah, most likely that will finish things. While we are here, I can still hit and run with you, so that's fine. You guys have a clear shot. Let's start there. Missiles coming in. We'll go ahead and do the hit. It's a lot less because obviously there's only one of us now. Then you can get away. Move up for more long-range barrages. We are on the star shots. Yep. Send in the tanks. So many tanks. That'll do it. Victory! They thought they could stand against the arts of war perfected over 60 million years, against those who have given their lives and minds to becoming the perfect aesthetic representation of the warrior in all its forms. Perhaps from this they will learn. I mean, we killed them all, so no. So, yeah, the Marines we ran into right away, and were able to kind of hold and contain in that corner and then kill. I don't know why this is like lower than death. They should be. They're dead at this point. How are they lower than death? Economy. Yeah, we just kind of took off. The Tau, we're doing okay for a bit. Military, I feel like we had a very small military overall. Yeah, we did. We did a bit of a gap there. But then they were fighting each other, holding on. We were not doing great. That's when we about killed the Marines off here, and we just kind of built up. Never really took much in the way of losses fighting them. Research, I feel like we were way behind, probably, everybody else. Yeah, we only peaked at the end because we were trashing their cities. Resources accumulated 9,000. Next highest 7. Damage dealt. It's insane difference. Yeah, they must have been fighting the Tau quite a bit. 1,000 damage there. Damage taken. Yeah, the Tau took a bunch. So the Mechanicus were definitely fighting the Tau there before we showed up. The Tau actually made 127 units. That's got to be weird. It's got to be counting the drones, because a lot of their units can create drones for free. So I was curious to see in this one how the Tau would do, and the Tau did pretty well. I feel like the Mechanicus were probably beating them, though. It kind of looked like. But maybe they were just on the verge of pushing them back. It might have been that they just didn't have enough characters to deal with the Mechanicus characters and the repairs and stuff that they could do. That's got to be my guess. But the Tau did a pretty decent job. Better than, say, like the Tyranids. For whatever reason, I've tried fighting... Oh, and there's a map revealed. That's almost like an island where we started. That's weird. So much water. Yeah, this one, that's a whole... Between that and that lake, that's like a quarter of the map is water. It's been like this the last few times I've played. That's really weird. But yeah, the Tau were fun to play, very strong, I felt like. But factions like the Tyranids, every time I've given... And the Tyranids I did fine with, like playing as the Tyranids. But when the AI controls the Tyranids, it just cannot get anything going with them. I don't know what the deal is. It just has a really hard time getting the economy going or something. But yeah, this was kind of fun. I am not sure what I'm doing next. I have other games I'm tempted to screw around with. I mean, no one's probably watching at this point. But I've been tempted to play Bloodgrounds, which is it's a fantasy Roman gladiator thing where you like build up your school and your fighters and that kind of thing. I'm definitely interested in that. I would like to play Zephon, which is by the same guys who made this, which I've only played through once, and I didn't record it. But I would love to play more Zephon. I really enjoyed it, and I've picked up the other DLCs and stuff for it, so there's other factions I could play around with too. I could also see playing around with like this, like why don't we give the Dark Eldar a try against the Tau and some other stuff and see how it goes, because I liked playing the Dark Eldar too. So I'm not sure like what I'll do next. I do have limited time before I leave home for work for the summer, so I'm trying to record a bunch of stuff before that. So I do have limited time, so I'm worried about like Bloodgrounds. I might start, but I wouldn't actually get much done before I could leave to have up, whereas this kind of thing is sort of short and up and done. But anyway, not sure what I'll put up next. I'm still doing some other things to kind of fill in for some videos while I'm gone. But yeah, I might do a Dark Eldar campaign with this next, just because it's really quick. Or I might jump into Zephon, or I might do something else completely. I'm not sure. Anyway, this has been more of Warhammer 40,000 Gladius Relics of War. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.